Warning? Spoilers ahead for Hocus Pocus 2. Based on how Hocus Pocus 2 ends, Disney makes a convincing case that Hocus Pocus 3 will happen in the near future. It took 29 years for Disney to release a sequel to 1993's Hocus Pocus, which stars Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker, as a trio of witches known as the Sanderson sisters. Though not an instant box office hit, Hocus Pocus gained popularity in the decades that followed thanks to seasonal cable viewing around Halloween. Following the release of Hocus Pocus 2 on Disney+, viewers will likely wonder what's next for the franchise. Following Hocus Pocus footsteps, a group of Salem residents inadvertently bring back Winifred, Mary, and Sarah Sanderson, a group of power-hungry witches. However, this time, they also have revenge on their minds, especially the oldest sister Winifred. On their latest modern-day quest, Winifred finally realizes that she has been putting her role as the most powerful Sanderson sister above her relationship with her sisters after a spell for ultimate power means sacrificing Mary and Sarah. While Winifred realizes that she would rather reunite with her sisters, it may not be the end for the coven. In fact, a new witch could be in focus for Hocus Pocus 3, based on how the Disney Plus sequel purposely seems to leave open a few storylines to explore. Hocus Pocus 3 story setup explained when Winifred chooses to return to her sisters at the end of Hocus Pocus 2, the special spellbook, referred to as Book, finds new ownership in Becca. More importantly, Becca, who turns 16 that same Halloween night, finds out that she has the powers of a witch. Her newfound powers could even be the focus of Hocus Pocus 3, as the torch is passed to a new crew in Salem. Hannah Waddingham's Hocus Pocus 2 character, the Witch Mother, is also lurking around in her bird form and can be seen as the teenage trio walk home in the movie's final moments. Of course, the most intriguing Hocus Pocus 3 story setup comes in the end credits scene, which reveals that Gilbert's magic shop houses a second black flame candle, an object needed to bring back the Sanderson sisters. What are the chances of Hocus Pocus 3 releasing? Despite the obvious teases for Hocus Pocus 3, it's important to look at how interested Disney would be in greenlighting another sequel. Considering the avid fan base and the push for the sequel over the past decade based on Hocus Pocus' continued popularity, the chances of Hocus Pocus 3 are very high. That said, it will ultimately come down to viewership on Disney Plus and how well received the latest release becomes. But if Disney waited this long for a Hocus Pocus sequel, it's likely that there was a long-term plan in mind beyond Hocus Pocus 2. What Disney and Hocus Pocus cast have said about a third movie. While Disney isn't directly stating whether or not Hocus Pocus 3 will happen, the cast and crew are hopeful. Hocus Pocus 2 director Anne Fletcher revealed, via SFX magazine, that she intentionally kept it wide open for any sequel, in reference to the latest entry. As for Midler, Najimy, and Parker, the trio sounds supportive of doing a third Hocus Pocus movie. When speaking on the Hocus Pocus 3 possibility, Midler stated she would sign on for a third one, but questioned where the story could go. Parker shared a similar sentiment. Of course, I'd be happy to have a conversation for a third film, before indicating that it also depends on what her co-stars want. Hocus Pocus 3 release date prediction of Hocus Pocus 3 did get the green light from Disney. Fans might need to pack some patience. Though Disney won't want to wait another 29 years, it would nearly be impossible to rush production for a release in time for a 2023 Halloween season. Unless Disney cooked up a secret Hocus Pocus 3 project, which is highly doubtful, the best guess would be the fall of 2024, giving the cast and crew enough time to create a satisfying new chapter for the Hocus Pocus franchise. Then again, maybe Disney will ditch the Halloween season and prove that witches can wreak havoc any time of year